So you want to bring the right heel up to the navel, and then bring this knee down and forward, and then the left heel up to the navel. And there's a feeling like this from underneath, that kind of a feeling. And then this top side a little bit has a feeling of going this way. And the knees are coming towards the midline rather than a feeling of going out and away. So as you gain mobility, the legs come higher up, the feet come higher up on your thighs, and the knees come closer together. So if you can't do lotus, then you could do half lotus position and create the same kind of feeling starting at the base. And if you can't do half lotus, then you could sit cross-legged and again, arrange yourself so you sit directly on the sitting bones. Now, if you're unable to get that feeling of sitting directly on the sitting bones, and if the pelvis tips back and the knees lift up, or the knees are higher than the hips, then you may want to use some height under your seat. So I've got a variety of possibilities here that I'm going to show you. One is a folded blanket. Okay, so you can just nicely fold a blanket and sit directly on the sitting bones and create that neutral base where the pelvis is neither tipped backwards nor forwards, but right in the center. And you add as much height as you need to create that stable base. So, could be some arrangement of a few blankets, could be a block. And if you sit on a block, make sure you support both sitting bones equally and balance yourself right on that so the pelvic floor is centered on that block. Or a bolster, a big firm pillow, could also work nicely. And notice that this line is horizontal, not sloping. There's an alternative to the half lotus or lotus type positions, which is the Virasana type. And the Virasana is where you sit between your lower leg bones and work with your breathing in a position like this. And if the sitting bones don't come down to the ground, you can support your seat with some height. Again, it can be more or less as is needed. And I'm going to show you from the opposite direction. So one thing is you don't want to move your calf flesh out of the way. Just let that be natural. So you sit between and use as much height as necessary to be able to sit comfortably throughout the exercise. So that's an important point. I want you to set up your seated position so that you can sit throughout the exercise without fussing and fidgeting and needing to rearrange yourself. So that may take more height until you've really stayed with it and practiced and developed that stable seat. That's what you're looking for, is this well-anchored base to explore the breathing to its full extent.